Welcome to another episode of the My Two Cents podcast. I'm your host, TU-LOX'S, the 876 Rebel. And as usual, today's episode will be brought to you by Rebel 13 Collections, where creativity lives. We also do everything printing except fingerprinting. And don't forget our embroidery services. And if you want to support the merch, you can simply log on to the website www.rebel13.net or call our WhatsApp 876-8989-888. And do remember that the updated versions of the merch like this and others are easier accessible by following me on Instagram at Twin of Twins TU-LOX'S, at Rebel 13 Collections. See? And just support the movement. See? Alright. Also brought to you by Dr. Jack Lion Paw Herbal Tonic for Men. See? So you see all the man them know like ED Superhero Company episode last week when no say them need help in them part. The matter of fact, you not even have to reach as far as him. You can just simply need to keep up your energy and your dominance in the bedroom. You know how that's something they go. Dr. Jack Lion Paw. Follow them on Instagram. Dr. Jack Lion Paw. See? Also brought to you by Madvert Multimedia. If it's not Madvert, it's not an advert. See? Also brought to you by AV Auto Body Repairs. For everything auto, you don't know them fully auto. Check them out on Instagram at AV Auto Body Repairs. See? Now I know me do the thing already. Couple artists out there need a shine. See? Because most of them know just run down the Netflix, as we currently call them. Now the Netflix are the man them when are really talented. The bag of foolishness, the bag of finding some handicap funny, some people from overseas where chat some shit and them half key and them not sound good and they just take everything for comedy and at them me attack. You know, can't give them foolishness that they shine 24/7 and now look on the real you them now. That song I'm about to play, I know enough people can relate to that song because that feeling is up on the ground right now. I see if you don't agree with me, you don't talk to me in the comment section. So that song I'm about to play is by a youth named Spotless. And you know say Portland, big up Portland because that's where Spotless come from. Portland produce some of Jamaica baddest artists them. I couldn't forget that something there. I say Louis Culture and I say Bling Dog, just to name a few. You know what I talk about. See? So Spotless. After I play that song, tell me what I go on. When you think. See? Spotless.
What really I go on? You know I like what I go on do. Nobody now give people them no answers. Right now we're fed up star. Right now me fed up on your curfew. This online class thing now go work too. It's a fact them fuck we hurt you. What them a do? You vote for them, then them desert you. It's all the time. Everything that you say laugh. Your Jamaica stop take off. JPS and rip we off. Them a use a bag of craft and it hurt me. And God know it really hurt me. Cause me know say the people no deserve it. Nobody na fight for we, fight for we. Fight for yourself. Nobody na fight for we, fight for we. Nobody na fight for we. God know it hurt me. Cause we no deserve this. Nobody na fight for we, fight for we. Nobody na fight for we, fight for we. No justice, no right for we. And the police now protect us, serve we. I wonder if the COVID sleep a day and work a night. Want tell me when we go on my bed, oh you're so bright. I tell the people locking in a broad daylight. I saw me looking at myself and see say this not right. Them pressuring the people and me know that is for sure. This online class thing you not designed for the poor. The kids they want go back in a them class. If you can't pay for Wi-Fi, that mean you're not relevant no more. Somebody need to fight for we, fight for we.
Fight for yourself.
We need someone to fight for we, fight for we. Nobody not fight for we. God know we hurt me, cause we no deserve this. Nobody not fight for we, fight for we. Nobody not fight for we, fight for we. No justice, no right for we. And the police now protect and serve we. Some things I go on, God knows say me not like that. Oh, you fear fight me and I expect me to fight back. KPS just spoil me fridge and all how you no buy it back. Pay the water bill and WC cut off your pipe cock. Sleep till me tired right now, me no need no more rest. Tired and lucky in that town, me a cause more stress. Because the bills they have to pay and the youths them have to feed. But me see said that not in a them interest. There is no one to fight for we, fight for we.
Fight for yourself.
We need someone to fight for we, fight for we. Nobody not fight for we. God know we hurt me, cause we no deserve this. Fight for we, fight for we.
See? And me have to big up Da Vinci, one of the baddest artists ever walk through Jamaica gates. I mean, I talk about Harborview. See? For the melody. See? Big up Da Vinci. Straight. See? So if you rate Spotless and like how him sound, and if he say him fit go on a run, you go follow Spotless on Instagram at Spotless Fresh Bass. I'm want to also look out for a new artist. His name Heartex. Heart spelled the right way with an X side it. Follow him on Instagram, that you there. Tough him our new tune will come run boy. See? And because he not done the video yet, maybe not get to play it, but him talented, you can go check him out. See? Heartex. Heartex on Instagram. See? Heart with an X side it him bad. Check him out. You see, sometime, brother, you talk to some man now. See? We can just we don't have to talk to some girl where society paint and mold and tell we say, these are the type of girl we're supposed to talk to, especially when we're a celebrity. Society tell you how your woman feel look. See? But oftentimes, society not tell you how a woman feel act. That's why most celebrity end up in a problem, because they might choose based on looks. Them not choose based on ways, alright. And when we say that, the person me about to talk about, me not judge her. Because me never there in her situation, but guess what happened? Me not talk about the story based on common sense. You see story she go up an interview go talk, me I go talk about that story based on my common sense and some things when no make sense to me. And remember, I am not God Almighty. My word not set in stone. My common sense makes sense to me. If it doesn't make sense to you, that's okay. We're having a conversation. See, so lose your narcissistic mentality where people have to think like you. I mean, I talk about the people in the comments where just feel say them have to contradict rather than listen and learn something. They have to contradict you at all costs. If you tell them that Jesus loved the little children, yeah, so yeah, how you never know say him not love big people? You don't mind small man, just leave them something they alone. Listen, if you learn. See, that's why my thing name Podcast and not a podcast. See? So listen, today I'm going to talk about Kirby. She do an interview with a girl named Tasha K. See, you can go check it out because we now can play the interview because it's not my content. And chances are sometimes if you take a chance and put up people video on your channel, then we strike you. We don't know how people stay, so we can't take the chance. So if you don't want to corroborate everything with me say right now, see, you can go over Tasha K, go watch the interview for yourself and compare it to some of them things that I say. That if you never see it. Alright, so she tell Tasha K that she got Atlanta. And 9 months into the relationship, it start turn sour. When one day I invite her one girl named Jasmine. For the three of them have a threesome. And when Jasmine come, Jasmine was more into Kirby. And now pay Majah hype, no mind. So basically it became a twosome. Majah hype the one side now, so Majah hype lose it and start beat Jasmine. And like she get up now and I say, what go on, what is? Majah I thump her in her belly. See, you claim to the man thump you hard. But tell me something. You did give up your job when you go Atlanta, you know. But me not think you did give up your police training. Where was your police training? How come your police training throughout the whole story never chip in? None at all. In a story, you just make out yourself and just be so helpless. Another thing I'm going to find peculiar, see, is when you say you start feel accepted in the relationship when him start post you. And you watch people as a relationship goals and this and that and a bag of thing. Listen, ladies, men, everybody come back in a real world. This posting shit and this Instagram shit, illusion. Where people, nobody posts them dirty life on Instagram. Everybody look rich. Everybody look happy. Everybody appear fucker people post by Instagram. Nobody no come by Instagram come say me is a bitter old bitch. Nobody no come by Instagram come say yo me no have shit. But then you look on them page appear wine bottle on table and baiting. Picture easy if it take a full time when you start make Instagram leading astray. You know much girl boy Instagram trick. Also man just make some table and just trick on and clot out on the wall. Then guess what happen after that? Men are dogs. When really and truly is a case of someone who elaborate. Man run the experiment pound and it work. What you think they're going to do? Continue. Come in the real world. Start using a brain again, not just for so good. Start think deep when time when you meet people and people are telling you this and telling you that and are gassing up for getting on the jars. And then when you're not done, men are dogs. You hear what she say? Did it make you feel comfortable in the relationship after beating and all these things? Simply the facts of the man, because he's popular, posts her on social media. So she sell her soul and her whole feet. People are saying relationship goals, so she couldn't let go. That was one of her excuses. And she shame. She don't know how she'll come back from that. Stop make people catching in them trap here. Because guess what now? After the man start a relationship goals and this and that, you feel a sort of obligation to stay. Because even if the man abuse you, you feel an obligation to stay because this man posts you. You know how fucking dumb that sound and how dumb that make you in a real life? Social media turn some people in a menke so much that they don't realize that they don't have them own mind again. See, everybody, them not post for themselves. Everything with them post is something somebody say. See, nobody now coming at the real world. Listen what the problem with some of the relationship them now and where the breakdown start. You see the real world? Nobody in a real world. If them like you, social media. If them hate you, social media. Nobody now stay in the real world. So the body, this person that is left in the real world, start get lonely now. Start wonder why go on because they're so confused and not even know that the facts of them give them entire life and them entire energy, them soul has been sold to social media. So you were left in the real world, I say you feel empty. So guess what you do enough time? You don't know what you know, so you cheat. You don't know what you know, so you blame your man. You don't know what you know, so you blame your woman. You don't know what happened to you. You're empty, but most people empty because them bring them entire spirit, the emotional connection, them put it over to social media. So in the real world, them have no soul, so them can't connect with nobody emotionally. So constant conflicts. Social media get too much ratings, boy. Enough people don't realize how much social media draw away. You can't put on you eat a plate of food and you cannot put on your fucking phone. You now hold the food in your hand again. You have the food in your lap and the phone in your left hand. And if you use right hand, you use it for eat with that. And I watch your phone. And then guess what? When somebody tell you, you become upset. As if they are trying to make you inadequate. But really and truly, social media makes you insecure and you know in yourself. So when the person tells you, yo, you can't put on your phone, you know you become upset? Because that's true. In most cases, the way we react sometimes is because of the truth. We react negatively to the truth and positively to negativity. If that makes no sense to you. So we could get back to ourselves, people. We don't need to be a part of the matrix. Believe it or not, it's real or robot we done. All women are complete with pick me just born with with new pussy. Yeah, idiot. You think that gonna work? You do your time, man. You do your time, just make the next generation live. You know, if you every dancer compete. Know when to stop. And that social media do to we all people are something they have weak. Nobody don't know their age again. I swear to God. Everybody just has some social media type of hero. See, you know who I like? The boy name one little thing. See? Because bare idiot one little thing I go to me now. As I take up them phone, a little thing come to me now. So little thing now go to nobody we have sense. Little thing you nah do good, you need to link some wise people to carry out some wise message. Because most of them people, a little thing come to me, I'll be a fucker them a chat. And promote. As a quint of them that I put up peer quotes. You ever see the quotes warrior them yet? Peer quote them put up. But me tell you, you see people insecure in themselves, and them you see post the most quotes. Oh, I am humble. I am this. I am that. You see, them a try convince themselves that them humble, you know. So them 24/7 them a post how them humble, how them this, and life shouldn't be taken for granted. And people take you for granted because of how you present yourself and Ray. You know why I not post them the 24/7? And not because I can relate to it. I because I try to convince myself, not people. I don't know selling not real. So I try to convince people selling real. If you know say you're real enough to convince a soul, you have to just contented in yourself and know who you are. See? Some of them are some good people, you know. In a real life, we don't know who them is, you know. We don't know how to press the button and find themselves, you know. So them busy and blame others for every fault to them find in themselves. Go back to real life, man. Alright, back to Kirby. Now that watch this. May I play that part there?
They're in a tussle.
So when the fight starting at the threesome.
They go into the room and they close it into the movie room and they close the door and I see another chance to get up and run and I did. And this time I probably made it maybe 5 houses down and I literally just sat down and I sat there and I was just trying to catch my breath and I fell asleep.
Now, I don't know what the next man. But, alright, somebody just beat the shit out of you. You run 5 yards down the road from Majah IP yard, which is basically next door. See? And when you go, you just see the neighbor's lawn. And just, I don't know, like you're extra tired. After all that beating, you just see the lawn and say, my. What a pretty lawn. I think I'll take a nap. That's what I'll do. After all that beating and numerous other reasons to keep me up, just go sleep on the neighbor lawn. But maybe, because nowadays women call themselves bad bitch. So maybe now your members say you're a bad bitch, literally, and just to like bitches do. Sleep on the lawn. Me no know. That could probably be the reason. Because me no see no reason for your man just abuse you. Beat it. He sucker punch me. Punch all the air out of my lungs. And you just see the lawn down the road. You not even look at him I come. You just go sleep. You think that makes sense to nobody we have sense? Sometimes me and my woman have a simple argument. And me no want to see me bed. Much less you will get a round of beating. And you just go down the road, see one neighbor's lawn, and just go sleep. And hear the worst part now. The fact that the neighbor them turn on the light indicates to me that you're trying to say they saw you. Because them start turn on the light, breast swinging, bleeding, battered, bruised. Tell me something. You don't find it strange, so none of anybody not come out come try to find out what happened to you. Because me don't know about you, but the society where we live in, somebody, me know me would do. Me see a woman what I do, obviously, if I see the breast, first assumption, somebody raped this girl or somebody tried. So first thing, if I have a firearm or any kind of weapon or something, if I can arm myself to go save the intruder, steal the boat, me I run out. And if me coward, first thing me I do, I call police. And if even if I know me, a male or a female, would I call police? Female worse. Would I call the police to find out what wrong? But you just get up after a long sleep. See? After a long nap on the comfortable lawn. Jeez, I'm counting sheep. I just love being beaten. It makes me sleep so comfortable. I think I'll get beating more often. This is really nice. You like sleep around. So anyway you go, you sleep. Forget it. Totally understand. See, but you say you get up. And just walk, go back up at the yard. And this is what happened when you saw Majah Hype, right? This is what you said. You said you reach back in the house. And he was so apologetic. And then him leave from apologetic to suicidal. Him run go for your gun and disarm him. Wow, police training, chippy in this up. Huh? And him run go for your next gun. Gun after gun after gun. If you don't believe me, go watch it, because I can't play a like clip them. See? Gun after gun after gun, and keep on. Two women, you know. I disarm this big man with, upon the same interview, you know, describes the man big in a body and strong. Gun after gun after gun after gun, and I disarm him. Now, what me find strange about that is, remember, you know, him just knock the air out of your lungs and tear up your shirt and make your breast them show. And blood you up, you bleed. And all these things. And it never occurred to him one time to ask if you call police. I know nobody no mention police in another movie. Listen, you can get an Oscar. Because if people don't think for themselves, trust me, Hollywood need you. See, the man no ask you one time or show no kind of fear like, yo, you call the cops. That are the first thing a criminal would do. You call the cops? Or if him apologetic, baby, tell me you didn't call the cops. I'm afraid. Him don't know where you come from. Where you sleep. Remember I say you say you're sleeping and you don't know how long you're going to sleep final. So I assume say Majah would even assume say a station you run gone. And not even one time the man asks you if you call police or show fear of you calling the police. Explain that. But you reach back at the house and I take guns after guns after guns out there, man. So, remember, if me ever fear so me just beat my woman and she might go and call police. The more that me I go in is hide the evidence. Me not go for your gun when me know say police probably on them way. So this is where now, if you are taught the truth, Majah is a madman. Because remember, say everything is an allegation, you know. Me can't say every single thing where I say a lie, me never did it. If somebody is an abuser in any kind of way, the first thing they're going to do when they come back in the house is know they will become acutely aware of the facts that they're in a serious problem. And the facts that you miss it for so long and you just walk back in the house, the first concern any psychopath, like where you paint out Majah for be, the first thing they're going to ask you is if you call police. But you know why you never mentioned that? Because it never happened. So that I want another hole in your story right there to me. I know how victims operate, fully aware of that. There are victims who will always consider themselves as the problem. So them stick around to try to fix the problem there. I'm aware of all of that. The psychological effects and damage of some women and men. I'm aware so you might have been sticking around for one bad reason or another. So people will say, why you stay with him? until you're exposed to abuse, sometimes you can't really think you know what abuse is in the true sense. So if he was actually abusing her, she staying with him is a non-factor. Because the abused often stay with the abuser. Them always have this thing like they can fix him, make him better. So I have no doubt said that is what might have been reaching you at the time. You have to set up, when you tell a story them, you have to make sure so you have the eggs them in a row. Make sure them line up right. Because that story full of hole. That story have more hole than background. See another part I find disgusting. See? You say you have to friend you up on this and that. The only way if you calm him down was to tell him say everything alright and let's go to bed, let's get some rest. And me never hear the part where you say you go to bed. After being bruised, bloodied, you say you go to your bed and you tell the girl say you're not even bed. And you go fuck. Put on top of the battering and the bruise and the blood, you're nasty. First thing, somebody, you say I'm apologetic and this and that. Usually, the abuser normally go in a care mode. They want bathe you, they want care, they want dress your wounds with them cause and everything. But you know why you don't mention that? You want Majah Hype to look like one of them dopey show them. I tell you, say you're the wickedest director in a history in a Spielberg they need to hire. See? You want Majah Hype to look like one of them dopey show they like one. You know them dopey, the Hills of Ice. Them just this is a psycho. You paint him out to be a psycho. Like a madman who sleep with bloody people and just some yucky situation like a movie. I saw you bring, I dare say you bring it in. Netflix you're going up. See the next part you know people me find. Alright, she said every time Majah beat her, in theme way of giving her revenge was for skin out him body hole and tell her if he hurt him. Anally. That means if a finger him and hurt him. And she said she never wanted to hurt him. She take time with him. See? And that's what I find strange. Because you see any real girl will get a beating and hook up on the beating, they hurt over the beating. Them a look for all the lamp and shove up in him. Them a bust up in bumbo if them get the chance. Revenge. Some of them get a man then go for all the car and drive up in him. But hurt me and you didn't want to hurt him. Why? You're sick. The person where you describe Majah to be is a sick person. And guess what? The person where you show yourself to being at the same time is a sick person too. Because a man tell you to do something as abnormal as push your finger in a hole. And you do it. See? I'm going to ask you for do something for me. Can you imagine when him friend them were come at the whole of the barbecue them? And it's something them when keep. Watch that video there. And just have the flashback and the memory in their mind. When you stay so, with your fingernail and the dumpling and need. Dumpling and need and then the dog then goes so. And every man will just watch the interview there with you, with Tasha K. Just run go all about that entirely tampon them porch and everywhere. I try vomit up a batty dumpling them from last year. You can imagine you traumatize the man friend them where eat for you. You go finger the man and you go give him friend them batty dumpling. Joke thing. See another party again. See? Next day after you wake in bed, you finally. Wow. Thought you would never. See? In bed you run your bath. And then you go some boom now and beat and thing and you call the girl, the same girl who beat from the night before and safe and she's still in the house. She says she's still there. You said Jasmine come upstairs and she confront you on the top, but where you think you're going, bitch? So after you ask the garbage bag them, you look, you see the friend them say, I try to raise the alarm. If you say, yo, you beat the both of us last night. See? So the friend them can hear say beat up the two of them. Right away, Majah Hype. Jasmine, did I put my hands on you? Jasmine does bawl out. No, you didn't. Innocently. So that put Majah Hype in the innocent part. So all of a sudden that take away your evidence. Let me show you say you're lying. You know which your evidence there? They bruise them and they batter. Why you never say, who? So who black up my eye? Who cut me ass up? Who slammed me upon the concrete and give me the whole of them bruises? Why you never do that? For sure the people in the house say, actually was abused. And that a real woman that do. You have the evidence for your body. So you never need nobody to believe you verbally. You end up in a verbal war because you never have the physical evidence. You see? Remember one thing we can't escape, boy. And at the mind. When you tell a story, them you go left out and you go add in and you go take away. And them thing a lie detector machine work off. But before lie detector machine, we did have common sense. You say, right after that incident there, where you did it, so when you confront the two of them, and they don't believe you, just run out of the house, jump in your car, head back for Florida. And guess when you started to check for broken ribs and this and that when you reach Florida? You know what a broken ribs is? Being an athlete, a past athlete, myself, see, avid footballer. You know the kind of pain where did have to lick me for me wonder, for even cross my mind if my ribs broke. But you check for broken ribs when you reach Florida. See? Broken, you know what a broken ribs is? You'd have beg somebody to kill you. The way that pain they lick you. But you lie down the night before and fuck. Me think LeBron them and Jordan them could have jumped, but your pussy beat them. Because your pussy really must be jumping to fuck in all that pain. You know connect that them now? Makes no sense. Alright. When you reach back to Florida, Majah hype, because your birthday come up. I think it was the 11th or something like that, July. See? Him come over there, because you know the thing go. The abuser definitely want to fix him situation. Maybe he might try to get another opportunity to make a few more batty dumplings. I don't know. See? But him reach Florida. Seen after the dog reach Florida now, boom. You say, the lady actually say, why you talk back to him after all of that? And then, oh, I wanted to believe him so bad. That's not who he was. I wanted to believe him so bad. And thing. So, if you know a mile walk and me run past you and grab your bag, me know why you call police for me, you know. Me know why you feel no type of way, you know. Me why you believe me so bad, so me never grab your bag. Even when me dey on camera, I grab your bag. Me why you believe me so bad. So you understand the psychology of what me I say? The minute you got Majah hype and you realize that you're being abused, you're being abused. Why did you choose not to believe that this man abuse you? I'll tell you. Because there are millions of men in America where you could have get. Anywhere you go in the world because you want cute piece of blood clot girl, you're hot. Nobody can take that from you. But looks does not always equate to beauty. Don't forget that. Someone look good in a blood clot and a motherfucker. Nah, no sense at all. Them just show you the look and you run down the look and things that the look automatically means so once them look good, them act good. That is why sometimes you find out that them a jankro and you try bad them up to be a good girl. And that's how it go. They are who they are. You can't make them who you want them to be. Them are going to be themselves. You can't make nobody be not where them are supposed to be. They will be themselves. Alright. Tasha K went on to say, this is where Majah hype tell lie to she. She went on to say, Majah hype put out video with her and he might try ruin her image and he might try want to see a man go so boom and him try to put out them type of image upon you is like and he spent 3 hours talking about you and red. Alright, Tasha K, cool. That might be true, might be not. But if you're a celebrity upon the level of a Majah hype reach, see? It may not be a Eddie Murphy, but him big enough to have something to defend. This is him craft that feeds him. This is how him eat after. So when Kirby come out, come try. This is one other thing where you say. You didn't even call him name, referring to Kirby when she did do for her video will go viral. Kirby never even call him name. But that kind of make you look fool to me. Because Kirby never call him name. The entire social media knows say, if Kirby man beat her, who is Kirby man? She never call him name. So not calling Majah hype name doesn't mean say she never try to slander him character, mash up and ruin him career. She never have to call him name for ruin him character. So guess what now? When him see she try to ruin where him work so hard for Bill, this is not saying the abuse never go on. Just listen and have sense. See? Him I go come back, come counter for your argument, them, you know. Just like any other argument. See? Putting out the facts, say, she's a is for this reason. He's trying to show the world, even if we had physical altercations, look at this person. This is what I found in her phone. So yeah, me lose it. And the double standard where the world have, where, oh, when a woman get mad and give a man 50 stab and him dead, she snapped. But if a man get mad and box a girl, him a wicked. Like everybody not entitled to emotions. Some of we handle emotions wrong. So, me not agree with you. If Majah I come out, come do a 3-hour video, I try defend where him work so hard for build, which is him reputation. Why would you assume automatically because I defend him thing, say a lie I tell? Why you never assume say a lie Kirby I tell when she come make a video before him, I talk about abuse and this and that? Couldn't it be a fact, say Kirby I tell lie too? Why you choose to believe Kirby, but you choose not to believe Majah Hype? Just because I put out them video they are trying to defend him reputation does not mean say him a tell lie. And it does not mean say him a tell the truth either. It just means say you can't see the facts him a defend him thing, him reputation, and say a lie based on the fact say him a defend it. Every time somebody have an argument, it no mean say a one side for talk. Female blocking or something that too much. We now communicate again as man and woman. And you just have the female something so you can relate to Kirby and everything what she has. So automatically you believe her based upon. So you see all you now do your thing like a real proper journalist. All nominate here ask Kirby no real question for put her in the hot spot, you know. All me watch an interview there and say a 2 woman a chatter man. Sometimes we give them girl a power over we as man, you know. And in your case, Majah Hype, you give the girl power over your brother. See? Whether by the fact that she pretty, or some insecurity we have in yourself as a man, Zine, or I don't know if I true, you don't know the thing go. You reveal your innermost secret, allegedly, to her, and she aid you in the production of Batty Dumplings, or I don't know what go on there, so but, brother, you give the girl too much power over your bad man. Them just there as one of your object, them because them pretty. That's why after a while someone start treat them like an object. Because them just look like one of your car. Them look like your Benz, them look like your house. So after a while, you objectify them. And women, most of them willing to be objectified, depend on your money. I'm not going to tell a lie about that. Willing to be beaten, willing to be anything as long as you pay them. And that's true. I've said this many times. See, that is why enough girl get abused. But the only thing people say when the abuse start, oh, the man wicked. But they say, oh, the girl wicked for you take abuse so much years because she want to live good, drive Benz, and look good on social media. Nobody talks about these things. And don't twist up my word them. Ever and I would never justify abusing her anyway. For male or female. And I'm going to ask you, Tasha. What is this fuck you know as I talk about taking your power back? And which me want some power. What is power? Which power are not talk about? And that's not the problem as woman, you know. Everything when you go in a relationship, you not seek for equal anymore. And let us do this together as a team. Somebody have to have the power. None of them not seek a relationship, you not seek power. See, that is why you ignore the emotional connections. Because you not get the social promotion. You don't just want to look good side of one man. So everybody in a relationship, out of a relationship now. If that makes sense to nobody. So you're in a relationship with your body. But spiritually, nobody now connect. Because most people are seek validation by way of, oh, what a man they can do for me, what a girl they can do for me, or that girl are pretty enough to look good and then are going to the club, or that man they look rich enough for me and him can par, my friend them say me make it in a life, and that relationship turn in and out. So nobody now focus on the intricate, important parts of relationships anymore, so nobody now live good. As your quint we left, generation we in and out. Nobody now stick around. The first argument we have, we done. Don't get me wrong, you know. No relationship on earth never ever perfect, but people now have patience again. You want rich? No. You want a perfect relationship? No. The world mash up. Not even dolphin now live good again. I most loving creature them. And I watch a documentary with a dolphin go, me no know where he go. But when he come back, he come catch a next dolphin and choke a keep on him, girl. And who? Me say the dog reverse and go about 10 miles, man, and ride come in, man, and buck out her belly. And the girl, the dog bucking, you want to see that I got sea bottom. You see me, I say, even the animal them, I watch another one with a seal. Me I show you a girl wicked in every species, brother. The seal goes some woman come catch him woman with a man. Him seal girl with a man. Seen? So dog goes some woman start war him and the man kick off. Me say the dolphin have more sense than the seal, you know. Him and the boy kick off. And the boy, the two man, they start war over the girl and the new man, Mr. Side man, give Ozzy some lick. All battered and bruised and blood up. And dog stays a licky moons when him done and stays a bam. Like him a tell wife, he say, forward now man. We done fight. Wife, he cut with the man we win. That me I tell you, this a relationship reach right now with the earth. Them woman they are different meds. Me say yo, the earth cross thread right now. A different meds in Japan. See? And anybody who know the Jasmine lesbian girl, please tell her. If you come out, because guess what? I don't know what wrong with Kirby. But nobody at all when she call them name never come out come talk whether true or lie. Yet. Them just leave her in the water for jump. Oh no girl wicked so. You did dead a major hype beat you too. So why make you know what me amount? And back up Kirby's story that she can help some woman where I got through abuse for know say true that's something. Why not leave Kirby alone for fight this struggle of women who are getting abused? That was a much bounty, you know. But guess what happened? It says something to me. It tells me, say either Kirby a tell lie or Kirby a tell lie. One out of the two. Now here I'm going to show you say Kirby skill now. She try to cover her tracks them based on, to me, based on major hype interview with them. Watch one of them track how she try to cover. You see when she goes a boom and bring up the body story about he must say, well, this a year we have to take revenge for me, hurt me and thing, and you wasn't trying to hurt him and this and that and ray. And you see once, me I tell you say this was very smart. Listen, Kirby forget an Oscar. No, gear 2, 3. She good. Once you go batty in any kind of way towards major hype, who come on an interview, come say he got molested. Which is nothing to make fun of. Molestation can reach anybody. Whole heap of people, boy, say I walk up and down mad. A molestation cause it. See? So to me, you're well skilled. If you bring up back the body in the new interview, reminding the people, because Major I can't say a lie that, you know. Because him did done come say, when he my youth, somebody opening body, like Pablo's a morning time, 10 o'clock. So him can't come back now, come say, you must be mad. I lie that. Everything did gone. And you just bring it right back up by doing a whole interview. Based on some might being lies. Some might, to me. You just do a whole interview. You know why? Because to me, you are one of those petty women who just have to win. You can't resist the urge to win. You have to win. You can't go away silently and know the truth within yourself and satisfy with that and go seek counseling and get help because you're damaged, you know, something wrong with you, you know. You're not a normal person. You are sick too. Everything with major hype say you count it neatly. Look where you come up with him squeeze your throat and you that spit. Because guess what? Major hype tell everybody say you spit on him. That's why he did lose it and get some lick. So you'd have to counter that too. And I show them say squeeze your throat. So how could you have spat on him? It was a spray. It was a spray. Came out as a spray. You see the skill. Yo, God no me. Hey, nobody not a number for Spielberg them. Spike Lee and them you. Them want a number that's coming. Me definitely need to get Kirby a link to them on there. That's how she get the real fame where she run down and the money. Me tell you, real money she can get. Them time that she really famous. You say the video them a major hype. Finally your phone and did expose. They made one and him to have sex to them. and him jerk off to them. But yet still, you say all these things and you never want to hurt him. If a man fly pitch for my girl, me and her in a problem. Much less for see a man a fuck her from her past and jerk after that. Me not doubt say I have some sick man in the earth. This is why me I tell you say black people last now. All of them pagan ways there where black people are practice now. That never in our culture, none at all. All of them culture there with them level of freakiness there. European, learned behavior. White people culture and never we white people are white people have that something in the stack of him phone. Hey Tom. Yeah, good. What's up? Could you come over and later in the my wife? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, just swing by. Okay? Have a good one. White people something. Black people take up on themselves. Some sick fuck. We're boiled down now. Another problem I'm gonna find. You made mention in the interview say you and Majah I picked them did close. Right? But tell me, how come after your Majah hype left, it never occurred to you one time to figure out a way to get those children out of harm's way? Because remember, you know, the interview when me watch, you describe a psychopath. But as usual, most women you and them left. Yeah, them when you pick them left too. Even the one them where them claims that them close with and them did love, not even a phone call. But them take up as them youth, or feed them youth. You know, hear back from them, because you and them left. See? So, how come? Because remember now, you have a son. How come your maternal instinct never weep because you are thinking about the situation where you leave them other picnic there? You know, another question again. The little boy that a Majah hype son come to you and say, oh, things good now, but Majah go beat you just like I can beat my mother. See? Anybody know the mother there where Kirby talk about? Tell the mother that if you come public or come defend herself because no one know mama. Quick question. How the fuck Majah hype used to beat you and you left your picnic with an abuser? May I ask the other baby mother now, assuming say the other picnic them of the other woman. How every woman will breed for Majah hype decide their mind say him are the best person for have the picnic them. Somebody tell me how. Because guess why now? Me I assume say baby mother them live at the yard because they need you to come to Atlanta, come take care of him, picnic them. That's what you said. So me assume say is a single father with him youth them that. And make us say now one mother them have. Why the whole of the mother them decide to leave them picnic with a psychopath who get up every day and blatantly abuse the mother them? And oftentimes when you're abused of any one person, you abuse picnic, you abuse woman, you abuse everybody, you're just an abuser. Another mistake you make again, Kirby. A pay mistake you make in an interview, you shouldn't take it, you know. When the man beat you the first time, your youth never there Atlanta with you. And him beat you, you go back to Florida. And when you go back over Majah hype, you carry your youth this time. After you know say him abusive. That's him could have there one doorway. I say, what are you doing to my mom? You bring a youth to expose him to that. Even after you know the chances are this man not change. After you find out say you meet Freddy Krueger down in Atlanta and you go back to Atlanta with your picnic. This time you carry your youth. For do what? And you want to tell me say you're right and you want to tell me say that story where you make sense to nobody will have sense. Me never see you once mention the kids and the danger where them in a one time on an interview on a Facebook post. Nothing. You never mention one time, you never show interest to take away the picnic from this madman. Where you say Majah hype is. So is Majah hype the madman where you paint him out for me? You say you and you close. So how come when you are Majah left? All of a sudden the closeness gone. Where you do? Throw back the closeness, give the pick them and say, hold that, I want bombing ball, I want tennis ball. What is it? I saw you deal with closeness. And that you consider close. That's when you left, you never consider them picking you. You're sick in your head. You just throw the closeness, give them like a ball, and they will sketch it and say, yo, John was star, yo, God knows, she give you back a closeness star, yo, what we are going to do? I saw you make it look. And even the interviewer had no concern, you nor she nor nobody, not even one time she not say, so hold on there. What about the kids? Why you never call child protective services? Something to make sure that the kids not in a danger. Them kids are so abused that whenever the war start, them in their room lock up. Because them father mad. Father so mad that he say, oh, one could have come tell us, say, yo, everything nice now, but wait till him start beat him. And you leave them picnic there, where you just described to me, in the same situation, and think you're better than Majah High. And it really strike me, how this man was the X for much years, and you can't come with no receipt what actually makes sense. Where you can just send out some text now and see him say some of them things, like how you describe them. You know what I mean? You know have a text where you try invite you to make Batty Dumpling. You know have one of them texts there. And that you tell me, you know have nothing in your phone of it, with a backup, nothing where you say right there, sir. And if you don't, it would have mean say a lie you tell. Because the reason why him did have a bag of thing in a film phone is because you sell them to him. And yet, yes. So him did have to receive them for sure. So Tracy saying one upon you know, you try to figure out another way to draw him down again. By listening back him story and trying to cover your steps with the choke, with the spit, with the fingering to match the molestation, all these things. You're clever but you're not smart. There's a difference. Alright, check another scenario. See? What is your profession? Police. We all know, say, most females will apply for work like that. Them apply, them subscribe to a level of masculinity, you know. Since they become a police, and we all know the foreign police them already. And Jamaican, some of them. Some of them. Some foreign police, some Jamaican police. See? Them have a level of pig in them. Pig them haggish. But we don't know if at a level they cause some of them women they have to, them have like a masculine thing and them quick to fire lick and try deal with some way and you bring out your police work when you try to abuse the man. Who knows? We don't know. So nobody know to condemn none of them two people because to me the two of them sick. Two of them need help. Don't condemn none of them. Majah Hype, nor she, because none of we never did it when it happened. He say, she say. But when it makes sense, none of the things when I make the person yes, so when I make the most sense, when I make sense none at all to me, as she. Bitter. Hell bent upon destroying something she never create. I'm going to end off the show now with how much of a narcissist that be is. You know what I'm showing now? Remember how narcissists are. Everything is about them. Life surround them. See? So the first time she describes that she did the threesome with Jasmine and Majah Hype. What do you cause the problem? Because Jasmine attracted to she and appear she more mind than Majah Hype. So Majah Hype get mad and beat her. Then the next time she did at the party and she had danced with the guys and have fun. And one girl that they have problem with her man and them bond. And the girl just said to Majah Hype, so your girl is so pretty. See it again? Self-centered. The two times when she get beaten because she center the attention upon herself. See? And then guess what? Another part of narcissism can fit Majah Hype in the same situation because narcissist does not like when the attention come off of them and go past somebody else. So guess what happened? It looked to me like a two narcissistic people in a relationship here. Allegedly, for Majah Hype part. Because of something she come say. See? So, the ways where Kirby has shown, so far, it tells me that she's a narcissistic, sick person. Very masculine too. And come back now, well sorry for turn woman when it's necessary. And turn man when she spit on people and try to abuse them. Because she come back now like she was never a part of the abuse. I'm going to believe it. I think the two of them, in my honest opinion, abuse one another. And anybody out there will know people we have got through abuse. Don't just turn a blind eye. If you're a friend, if you're a family member, if you are anybody related to this person, you care for them in any kind of way, try your best to figure out how you can help this person, because we don't pay enough attention to abuse. We just think that you somebody stop crying them good. We just think that you them not talk about it them alright. Abuse in any kind of way is something that tears you down psychologically, emotionally, and every way. Without your mind, you can't function. So if you know anybody that is a victim of abuse, don't stay silent. We've come to the end of another My 2 Cents podcast. If you love what I go on, and if you love to the episode and appreciate it, do this something, man. Press like, share, subscribe. Do the thing that make the thing work. Teamwork make the dream work. And remember, say, I can't do this by myself. Uno a part of my team. I appreciate and support everything we're going to do so far. All of the support, all of the love. I appreciate it. Remember the Rebel 13 collection, I always remind you that. Support the merchandise. So I say if you don't want to support the thing, otherwise check the links them in the description. You know the thing goes seen. So as usual, I'm going to tell you, say, big up on yourself, one love. This was today's episode. Scene. Look out for the My 2 story where I work on it. Scene. Come here, have a couple story. Well, if it's